Hey, welcome to a long overdue episode of Chad's Beer Podcast with me, Chad, and John, JB. What do you prefer to go by, actually?
I don't mind. JB, John, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Again, thank you for having me on. Really appreciate it. And I'm honoured as well. So I'll be watching you for years.
Yeah. In case the viewers at home missed it, we just reviewed Samuel Smith's Tatty Porter.
Yeah.
I only had the little 12-ounce bottle, so I finished all mine. I'm just drinking a little Pepsi now.
We've got a little bit left.
It's also the middle of the afternoon here, and I don't know, I don't know how it is there. It's probably a difference of culture, of like the difference between day drinking and night drinking.
Yeah.
Like, even though it's a Saturday afternoon and like there's really nothing to do right now. Like there's not like a game to watch or something.
Mm.
So I mean, if it was Sunday afternoon, I mean there might be like sports on to watch.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like day drinking to me is so weird. It's like it's something you associate with an activity that you do at night, and then like you finish it and like it's dinner time, and you still have like 6 hours to kill till bed. Do you do a lot of day drinking there, or
I do. I do. It's funny, when I was younger, I used to do night drinking, but as you get older and you get a little bit, bit frail, you tend to drink it through the day.
Well, yeah, I mean, you guys also have the lighter beer there too. Like I could have a 3% beer for lunch and probably be fine. We don't really have that here.
No.
Although the non-alc beers have like really blown up in the last couple of years around here. I don't know. Have they done that around there?
There is a big market, isn't there, for non-alcoholic beers? It's always it's got like stem that goes through brand loyalty, I think, with non-alcoholic beers. When you look at the Guinness Zero and Samuel Smith's do a non-alcoholic beer as well.
Really? They don't sell it here.
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called. It's really nice though.
Even like Le Chouffe, they have a non-alc. There's a 0% 𝗕𝒂𝒄𝒂𝒔𝒕.
Yeah.
I would love to try. Like, have you ever had any of the Sierra Nevada non-alcs?
No. In the UK, a lot of the American beers are very, very expensive. We're sometimes talking £10 a can. Some bottle shops sell them at £10 a can. Obviously, they got to make
slightly more than it is here.
Yeah. So I do love them. I do love my American beer. I really do. But if I see it and I've got the money, I'll always buy American beer. I love the Hot Butcher beers. I've had a few of them over the years. Toppling Goliath as well. Barrier, I've had a few. So when I do see them, I try to pick them up. As for non-alcoholic American beers, maybe not.
Yeah, it seems to kind of defeat the purpose,
Yeah.
Like have you ever seen non-alcoholic whiskey?
No, but we do have non-alcoholic gin over here. Because gin's a big thing in the UK, so.
Yeah, I could imagine that, but yeah, like when I go to Total Wine, they have like this whole section now of non-alcoholic spirits.
Yeah,
and they're almost as expensive. Sometimes, just as expensive as like full
80
proof liquor.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
it's the same here. It's the same here.
The purpose. You're just drinking it at that point. You're just drinking it for the taste.
I can't understand. I can't understand the mindset regarding the price point regarding non-alcoholic spirits, because you would have thought that'd be a lot cheaper than what the real deal is.
Yeah,
I've never understood that.
Well, you know what it is? It's because they have to make the full alcoholic whiskey or whatever first, and then they have to remove the alcohol. So it's actually costing them a little, like the distiller. It costs them a little bit more because they have to add this extra step.
Yeah.
Same thing with non-alcoholic beer. They make the full alcoholic beer, then they remove the alcohol.
Yeah. But people still buy it though. They must buy it.
I know if that I would like to try some of that non-alcoholic whiskey. Just like if it came in those little 50 ml, sampler things like you get like on an airplane or
Yeah,
in a hotel bar or
yeah,
like in a hotel room, like the mini bar or whatever.
yeah.
I would try that, but I'm not paying like $35
No,
for like a 500 mil, 750
no.
mil. But and like, what if it sucks?
Exactly. And you think to yourself, well, I'm a little bit out of pocket here as well.
I know. And does the non-alcoholic whiskey burn like full 80 proof whiskey? I'd be curious to see. Or can you
Well,
just chug it like a soda?
I think you just chug it like a soda, I'd imagine. Have it in one of these and you just knock it back because it's not going to get you drunk, is it?
Yeah. I could see, like if you're new to beer drinking or any kind of drinking, like if you're in your early 20s or late teens or whatever the drinking age is, I could see somebody starting off with like non-alcoholic spirits just so you can actually taste. It's like the actual taste of whiskey once you get past the 40% ABV.
Yeah.
If you can like really pick up on those woody flavors, the spice, they can be delicious.
Yeah.
But
I think if they can leave them flavors in when they do a non-alcoholic whiskey, then they're on to a winner, aren't they? Really?
I know. It's like I want to try like non-alcoholic Macallan 12 or something.
Or Johnny Walker Blue Label or something.
Yeah. Are you a big are you a fan of scotch or whiskey or just spirits in general? Or are you more of a beer guy?
I'm a more beer. I am more of a beer person. I mean, I do drink whiskey now and again. Usually the cheap whiskey. Usually so like famous grouse or something. But I love when whiskey is used in beer. I just love that. I just love the barrel aged stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah. Can you guys get the Goose Island Bourbon County over there?
Yeah, I've had it. I've only had the one because there's different ones in there. There's about different variations of it. I've got the one over there with the black label on. Don't they have different coloured labels on them?
Yeah, the standard. It's just Bourbon County.
Yeah, I've had that one. I do like my Founders KBS as well. I do love them.
Oh yeah, I like that one. Yeah, there's this kind of the supermarket equivalent of Founders is this Dragon's Milk brand.
Yeah.
It's similar, but it's just not like I think they only age it in whiskey barrels for like 5 minutes or something. I don't know. It doesn't really have the barrel character. But yeah, that's what makes KBS and Bourbon County so great is because they age it. They bourbon barrel age those beers for like, I don't know, 9 months or a year.
Yeah.
So that's what's nice about like those bourbon barrel stouts is like you're getting the taste, the flavor of like the barrel and the spirit, but without that 80 proof potency.
Exactly. But the flavors are. I mean, when I first had the KBS, getting on for 5-6 years ago, it just blew my mind. It was a game changer for me. I've never had really many barrel aged beers before that, and having that one, I thought, wow, it blew my mind.
Yeah,
blew my mind. It really did.
So the difference between KBS and Bourbon County is that I think KBS is better fresh because if you let it age, that coffee and chocolate is going to fade. The Bourbon County is just an imperial stout, so it doesn't unless you get the variant with the added flavors or whatever. KBS, I say like don't sit on that. Like maybe 6 months tops. Because like depending on the vintage or whatever. Sometimes it is like really hot, like when it's fresh off the truck.
I'll tell you what, I have a KBS. It's not going to hang around long in my household. I'll just drink it. It's just beautiful stuff. It really is.
Yeah, absolutely. I see you got quite the beer can collection there.
Yeah, this is kind of like the history of my channel behind me in beer cans, really.
Mhm.
And they go back as well, right into the cabinet of lots of stuff, which
Yeah.
I've reviewed over the years. And I'll never get rid of it because it's the history of my channel, literally in that cabinet for me.
You know what you could do? I did this for years, but I would like those cans because it's just like a sticker or a decal on the can,
yeah,
the label. What you could do is just peel the label off the can, throw the can away, and then you get like poster board, and
yeah,
you start sticking the labels to the poster board, and you can make
yeah.
you could do like your whole wall of just beer labels. It looks like a dive bar.
Yeah, I thought of that. I actually did think of that. I did think of that. I mean, on the inside of these doors, I've got correspondence from people who've watched me over the years as well, which is
Yeah.
fantastic. But yeah, maybe I'll do that. So I was saving this wall behind me to get some proper Belgian beer, them tin signs you get for Belgian beers, and stick them up like St. Bernardus and Duvel and stuff like that.
Right. I'm trying to do something here. So what city are you actually in?
I am actually in a village.
Oh, must be nice. What's it called?
Gilling West. It's out near the Yorkshire Dales.
Killing West?
Gilling West.
How do you spell it?
Gilling West.
Okay. Trying to bring up Google Earth here. Oh, there it is. Richmond, UK.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's me.
Let me share my screen so you can see.
Wow.
So
Small world.
zoom in on the globe.
Yeah, that's me right there. The north of England.
Mhm. Yeah, so you're kind of like you're above like the halfway point, right?
Yeah, yeah.
What's like halfway?
Halfway UK, I've always seen, maybe Leeds, Sheffield,
Okay.
maybe. Halfway.
So how did you get the nickname Northern Southerner?
Because I was born and bred in Eastbourne, which is on
Okay.
the south coast of England.
Down here?
Yeah, go along. Oh, you just missed it. Go panning, go slightly along from the Isle of Wight, and Eastbourne's on the corner.
Oh, right there. Okay, I see it.
Yeah, that's where I'm originally from. So I'm a southerner, but living in the north, and that's basically where the name came from.
Yeah, it's funny because I'm kind of the opposite. Like I'm from New York, but I live in Florida now. Wait, how am I?
I had an auntie who lived in Tampa years ago.
All right, here's my home city of Schenectady, New York.
Right.
So yeah, we're upstate here. If you want to see how everybody's like, where's that relative to New York? New York City is down here.
Yeah.
So it's about 2.5, 3 hour drive. This like Albany is the capital of New York.
Yeah.
Not New York City. So yeah, like this whole area is considered, upstate New York. And now I'm way down here in Sanford, Florida. In fact, I can see the airport right there.
Wow.
I live right down the road from this airport. I used to give Uber rides out of there a lot. And let me stop. There we go. All right. So, what made you want to start doing beer reviews on YouTube?
Okay. Well, it was by accident, really, because before I did beer reviews, I hardly drank, and it was my wife went to my local supermarket, picked up this German beer called 𝒉𝒂𝒅'𝒛.
𝗕𝗘𝗘𝗥,
It was a Weiss beer.
That's
And I
one of my
bought it
favorites.
home, and I drank it. Never had a Weiss beer before in my life, and I absolutely adored it. I'd blown away from it, and I kind of like Googled it, to find out more about this beer. And what came up was some YouTube reviews, beer reviews. And one of them had a bloke with a bald head like mine and a big bushy grey beard. And his name was Terry K.
Oh, yeah, beer goggles.
Yeah. And I clicked onto him and I watched him, and he was so entertaining. He kind of brought you into the review in a way. He kind of like very relaxed, kind of like way he had with it. And he kind of like, it felt like that you were kind of like stepping into a room, sitting down and having a beer with him. He drawed you in. And I loved it. I thought, that's fantastic, So I started to watch the following week. I started to watch loads of videos from Terry. And the following weekend, I went to the supermarket, went down the beer hall with a list of beers I watched him do. I was looking for them, picking them up, taking them back home, and trying them. And I just fell in love with it. I just fell in love with the way that you can just sit down, relax, have a beer, and tell everybody out there what you thought. And I did some Facebook reviews for a while because I didn't have the confidence to do this. And one day I decided to turn the camera on, and there you go. It's that's where it came from. And I never looked back since.
When did you start the channel?
2015. I started this channel.
Should bring your channel up.
And to be honest, I didn't know anything about beer at all. I really don't now, to be honest. But I started to do some reviews, and I weren't expecting anything. I kind of like stuck them up, and I didn't get any views for a good couple of years, to be honest. And over time, I started to fall in love with all the styles and recognize all the styles. It's a real learning curve, trying to teach yourself how to do it. And it's turned into a little bit more of an addiction, really.
Yeah, so this is Jon's channel for anybody not familiar. Yeah, established 2015. All right, well, that's the answer right there. Yeah, so you're just past 10 years.
Yeah. I'll put that up as established 2015. Just something to be proud of, really. It's something I've stuck with. And I don't usually, I do different videos now as well. I don't just do beer reviews, because I think for me to carry on doing beer reviews, I need to do something a little bit different now and again, just to freshen it up.
I'm like that too. Let's see your oldest video here.
Durham
breweries.
And it was terrible light. Look at that.
I was gonna mute the sound. Oh, yeah, and you shot it like a phone, like
well, I was actually, to be honest, I was quite nervous because I was stepping into.
That one's a little better.
That was a little bit better. That was in the bathroom. I don't know what that one was.
That's that guy, the Canadian guy.
Yeah, but to be honest, when you start off, it's very hard to try and get your own style, because you're kind of like copying everybody.
17,000 views. Magnum tonic wine.
Yeah. I couldn't believe it got that. That's my biggest video, I think.
It's a wine, not a beer?
Yeah, it's a tonic wine. Some people see it as an aphrodisiac, I think, something like that.
It's like a plastic soda bottle.
Yeah. So I do lots of different stuff, really.
Yeah. By the way, why did you know your actual handle is @BrownAle1000?
Yeah, because that used to be my nickname years ago when I was a teenager.
That's when I used to do the top 10 or top 20 beer tubers. Like sometimes I would do them by the @handle.
Yeah.
And so like you would be like down the B's instead of in the N's.
Yeah, I know.
Like you can change that if you want. I can show you how to do it. It's pretty easy. But like I don't know, like OCD, my OCD kind of like
Oh God, I'm
glitches out
sorry.
when I see stuff like it doesn't match up, you know. And like, why? I don't know. It just always makes my brain itch when I
I'm
see
sorry about
the
that.
title of the channel doesn't match the @ handle.
There's always one in there.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what other beer tubers are you a fan? I mean, you mentioned Terry. Didn't he
Yeah,
die?
he did. He passed away. I did a tribute video to him, and because I felt like when he went, actually, I've actually kind of like devoted my whole channel to him. I kind of like
Yeah.
as him, you know, because without him, I wouldn't be doing this. And I thought let's make a big tribute and dedicate the channel to him because he was a massive influence on me. And when he passed away, I did a tribute video. I didn't put it up. I contacted his family first to get the green light because I didn't want to encroach on on stuff. And they said do it. And yeah, but the other beer reviewers I do watch is Barry at All the Beer No Idea.
Yeah. I had him on the show.
Yeah, Dean at Dean's Beer Reviews as well. Another one. The Urban Viking as well.
Is Dean? Is he in England too?
Yeah, he's in. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. The English beer tubers get way more views than any other country.
I don't understand that.
I think it's just the difference in culture. It's like it's hard to, you know, because I've been doing this show since 2008, and you know, I'm still only at like 4,300 subs.
Yeah.
And like, unless like you're making content like on the scale of like a Mr. Beast, you know, something like super highly produced, it's really, really hard to break through, at least in the States. Just because like I think it's just the difference in culture. Because like if somebody wants to find out about a beer, they're probably just gonna look it up on Untapped or TikTok, or like they just want something quick, especially like in the last 5 years, you know, especially since COVID. Like before COVID, and especially like way back in the early days, like, you know, I was like one of the biggest beer tubers back then because there was hardly any other people doing it. And at least like, I don't know, I thought my production quality at the time, those first few years, I thought it was pretty high compared to everybody else. Like, you know, people just who didn't have a mic, didn't have lighting, you know, didn't edit. You know, I tried to like be as professional as I could, considering, you know, I'm still an amateur as far as the production quality.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if you remember Chris Stelz from Beer Geek Nation.
That rings a bell. That does ring a bell.
Because he used to have like this animation, and he used to do everything was like, I don't know, it was a very highly produced show, and like he knew what he was talking about. But and it like so he went from like 0 to like, I don't know, like 50,000 subs in like 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
And then he just quit. Like he never like said goodbye or anything. He just one day just stopped producing videos, and everybody's like, "Where'd you go?" And I haven't talked to him in years. I mean, I think we're associated on LinkedIn.com. Like maybe I could message him on there and see if he wants to do this show. If he wants to come out of retirement. But so he was huge, and then like Darwin has always been pretty popular.
Yeah, Darwin. Yeah, I know Darwin.
And because like Darwin's like a no frills show. Like I thought like my show was, because it's just him talking to the camera, like no edits, like nothing. He just sums it all up in like 5 or 10 minutes. And like massive beer reviews. He gets a lot of views. He posts like a review every day. And like, I don't know, like, because I've been, like I said, I've been doing the show since 2008, and like I'm only at not even 2,000 episodes, and there's some other show that started like way after me, and they're like at 4,000 episodes. I'm like, don't you guys get burned out? Because like I definitely get burned out after a while, where it's just kind of like I'm running out of adjectives here. Like I don't know what else to say.
I think you do get burned out. What I've learned to do for my channel is just to change gears and do something else, which I like, and maybe put another different type of video up for a while, or even do music videos. I've done music videos before on this channel. Just if I'm off the beer, the beer's always been the main thing. It always will be, but
yeah,
just to freshen yourself up a bit. Really.
yeah. I saw. I've seen some of your like music video or reviews or whatever. It's more like a
Yeah, what you
blog
want to call them.
podcast. That's. I mean, I've tried that too. Like I've done like Whiskey Wednesday,
Yeah,
Cider Saturday.
yeah.
But like they still don't get many views. So it's like I
No,
don't know what I'm doing wrong here. I guess people just don't like me. I don't.
no. You can easily look at it like that. I mean, I think out of the British, the UK beer tubers, I'm not a very well viewed channel myself, considering how long I've been doing it.
Mhm.
But that doesn't really bother me. I mean, that doesn't really drive me. I just like doing the videos, and you got to be happy and comfortable with what you're doing first and foremost before being critical, of being hard on yourself for not having as much views as anybody else. And I've never seen this as a competition. Never.
Yeah, I don't think of it that way. Maybe way back in the early days, I kind of thought of it as that, especially when Chris
Yeah,
Stelz came along. So it's like, oh, this guy, because he changed the game because we went from just amateurs just talking into a camera to like,
yeah,
full on production values, animation, music, sound effects, all that stuff.
yeah,
And yeah, but again, I also think it's like a difference in culture too, because in the States, up until I don't know, maybe like 10 years ago, like if you were like a big into beer, like you were like a weirdo. And like to an extent, that's still true. Cause growing up, until like, I don't know, 2010 or so, like craft beer was like still very nascent,
yeah,
like it was all just Bud Miller Coors,
yeah.
fizzy yellow beers like that. Like the only alternative that you could get is like maybe like Guinness or trying to think of like what's like a popular ale. Everything else is just lagers.
Newcastle Brown Ale. Is it big over
Yeah,
there?
yeah, that's funny. That was my first episode.
Was
That was
it?
one of the beers that turned me on to like good beer. Like when it was
Yeah,
actually before they sold out the Heineken.
yeah,
Because I don't know if you know this or not. I used to be in the American Navy. I was in the Navy for 10 years.
yeah.
And I remember like we went to I was in Virginia and there's another Navy base in New Jersey. And I remember going up there and me and my friends went to like a sports bar like on a Saturday afternoon and just watched like college football. And they had Newcastle Brown Ale on tap there and like we had like nothing else to do. So we were just like drinking Newcastle like probably 1 pint like every half hour, 45 minutes. And then watching football, which I didn't even really like, and I'm not a huge college football fan, but anyway, um, yeah. So then I just remember just sessioning Newcastle Brown Ale for like I don't know 5-6 hours, just sitting at this bar watching college football all day, and I was having a blast because I was drinking Newcastle, and I was like, I mean, as soon as we get home, I'm gonna go buy this, and that's when it came in the clear bottles, and like it was skunky.
Yeah,
You remember that?
yeah,
And
yeah.
I don't know. Back then, it seemed like really like we just did the Sam Smith's Taddy Porter, like as rich and as layered as that beer
Uh,
is. That's how Newcastle seemed to me way back then. This was probably like 2005, 6, something like that. And like you can still get Newcastle. It's actually made by Lagunitas now in the States.
it's brewed in Tadcaster, actually, in the UK.
Yeah, isn't it a Heineken brewery or?
Heineken in Tadcaster, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Have you had it recently?
I haven't had it for years because it's not the same. And I think there's lots of people out there who don't drink it no more as well in the
Mhm.
UK. Because it used to be really, really good back in the day. But now, especially in the northeast of England, where you got Newcastle and Sunderland next door to Newcastle, they've got their own stout, and which is a lot better than the Newcastle Brown
Mhm.
Ale. So
Is the I don't know, what's like the beer like industry like there? Because is it Is it mostly just like small regional breweries? Because
Yeah, I
I can't
mean,
really. I can only think of like a handful of like big English
yeah,
breweries. Like
yeah,
we can
I,
we can only get a few. Like we get Sam Smith's.
yeah,
We can get like a handful of Fullers.
yeah,
And you can get like Young's double chocolate stout. That's about
yeah,
it. When I lived in New York, we used to be able to get like much more English beer, but in
yeah.
Florida, it's like Sam Smith's and that's it.
I mean, Sam Smith's actually, because I've been to the brewery at Sam Smith's.
Mhm.
It's not a big brewery. You'd have thought the way they kind of like produce their beer and everybody seems to get it across in the States. It's a big
Mhm.
brewery. It's not really a big brewery. I mean, in the UK, the smaller breweries are struggling at the moment, to be honest, regarding the cost of brewing. So
Same
we
here
have
too. Yeah.
where I live, I'm not far from Black Sheep Brewery. I'm not far from Theakston's. Two relatively big, well, old traditional Yorkshire breweries. Black Sheep have been really struggling. I think they've got a
Yeah,
new buyer.
didn't they shut down and then they reopened?
I didn't exactly shut down, but they were close to shutting down. But somebody came in and bought them
Mm.
and bought some other UK breweries. Keystone, I think they were called. Recently, they've had to get some more investment into Black Sheep. So, you know, there are breweries shutting in the UK. Small micro breweries are struggling in the UK, but thank God there is a few still starting up.
Mhm.
Of course, we've got the dreaded, I'll show you the can, I just had that tonight, Brewdog, which for me, you know, an embarrassment in a way.
That's funny. We can get Brewdog here. I think they actually have a
They do,
brewery
yeah,
where they
they do.
contract brew. I'm not
Yeah,
sure if
well, they
they
used,
own it.
didn't they used to didn't have a brewery in the US, didn't they, Brewdog? I was sure they did.
I think so. Yeah, I think it's like in Ohio, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah, I wasn't sure if they owned it or if it was just contract brewed there.
I'm not sure. I think they owned it because I'm sure we used to be able to pick up some stouts what came over. They actually shipped them over here, which were rather good. They were rather good. But no, I think the UK, I think the brewing in the UK at the moment is struggling. But, you know, it goes through that, I think. I think it goes through a rough time. And you suddenly get a plethora of new breweries just popping up everywhere.
Yeah.
So,
do you watch the craft beer channel or listen to their podcast or both?
no, I don't really watch many other beer channels, to be honest. The beer channels I watch are the ones which, like yourself and Ronald Thingamajig.
Terrio, yeah.
Thingamajig. I
Louisiana
used to watch
Beer Week.
Maria Devan as well. Maria Devan, she was really good.
Wasn't she
the ones
Canadian?
when I first started.
Yeah, yeah. I haven't thought about her in a long time. Yeah, she was kind of like an older woman.
Yeah, she was really good though. She was really good at reviewing beer. Really good.
Wasn't she or is she Canadian?
I'm not sure. Not sure, you know. Not sure. I know she disappeared, didn't she? I don't know whether or not, but when I first started watching Terry Kay,
yeah.
I watched Simon a little bit because he's the big channel in the UK. And,
he's the Brewdog of beertubers.
Yeah, but he's good and he's you know, the longer you do this, the more you appreciate people like Simon because you think to yourself, he's been going a lot longer than me, and how the hell he can keep going, you know.
I know he started like a year after I did.
Yeah,
and he's like gigantic compared to me.
Yeah.
But again, I think it's the difference in culture because like he was always showing himself. Like the local news would interview him. He would be on TV. He would be in the papers.
Yeah.
Like breweries would do like a collab brew with him. I remember
I
remember seeing videos of him like going to like Brains Brewing or whatever. Like they would actually make a Simon theme beer.
Yeah.
And
it's
he would always say,
really, when you think about it, how far you can push your beer channel for a brewery to take notice of you.
He always told me you should do that with American breweries, and I'm like, I'll try, but like I know they're just gonna like laugh at me. Like, who the hell are you? Like, we're not gonna for some 2,000 subscriber, YouTube channel. If
Yeah,
you get like 2 million, that'd be a difference. Like if you're like Mr. Beast kind of
yeah.
numbers, or maybe not even like that big, but I mean, I don't know. Like the closest I've ever done is I don't have the book on me. It's in my other room, but I don't know if you know or not, but like 10 years ago, over 2014, I did this book called The Handbook of Porters and Stouts.
Okay.
Because I used to write, I had a blog, like I would do the video and then I would like write like I don't know, like a 500-word review of the beer.
Mm.
I'd post it on, 𝗕𝗘𝒘𝒂𝒔𝒕reviews.com. And then a publisher like found my website and he's like, we want to put a book together of like, all porter and stout beer reviews. And
Yeah,
like, you already have like a huge library. You don't even have to like write anything new. Like we'll pay
yeah.
you just to use your in some photos and stuff like that. And I was like, hell yeah. Like, and yeah, like that's like the closest I've ever come to like something like that. I got a check for, I don't know, it was like $500 maybe, and they sent me like, I don't know, 20 or 30 free books, and that was it. And that was going on 12 years ago. Like you can go on Amazon or eBay or used bookstores, and you might find a copy there for like $5.
I'll have a look
But
for it.
I don't get any royalties off that. And like I've reached out to like bookstores. I have done signings like at little regional beer fests. They would bring books with me. It's a $30 cover price, and I would sell it for 20, and I would sign it. And but I only made like a little bit of money doing that. But yeah, no brewery has ever wanted to do a Chad's Beer Reviews collab, and I have
That's a shame.
the closest is like back when I lived in New York, I was in a homebrew club, and I was actually a pretty good homebrewer back then. And like my club would have competitions, then we would have like statewide competitions, and like local breweries would sponsor homebrewing competitions. And it's like, if you win the competition, we'll scale up your beer to like the, like, and these are small systems. I mean, maybe like 5-barrel, 10-barrel systems, nothing like even close to like Sierra Nevada or, something like that. But yeah, I never won any competitions like that. But yeah, I won like some smaller like especially like within the club. And when I moved to Florida 10 years ago, like, I started homebrewing again. But I think it's just like the difference in the air here is like my batches kept getting infected. I would get like wild yeast, I'd get bacteria. Like I was sanitizing the hell out of my equipment, and my stuff would still get infected. And also because it's so hot most of the year, you would have to ferment everything, pretty much everything, with like saison yeast, because saison yeast likes it hot.
Yeah.
Unless you had like a chest freezer or chest cooler, and you could actually lager or set it to like whatever temperature you want, you're just like at the mercy of the ambient air temperature. So I actually did make a few good semi-wild saisons, because there would just be like Brett in the air, or like I would get like recycled, like those Grolsch bottles, like with the rubber
The
stopper.
flip top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just like, people would just give them away, and they would have Brett in them. And it was just kind of cool because, I was like, you're getting this Brett character, which I love, and like hardly anybody uses Brett anymore. And yeah, but after a while, I had to dump like 2 or 3 batches in a row, and I was like, that's it. I just sold all my homebrew equipment, and I was like, I'm not homebrewing anymore. Did you ever homebrew?
No. I mean, the nearest I got a homebrew is used to go to the local chemist, and they used to have a bag. And brew your own beer on this bag, and you used to pour water in it and leave it for, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks. It'll turn into beer magically.
Really? Wow. Like, I know they have like extract kits, which it's just like this thick goo syrup.
Yeah.
You just put that in water and boil it, and it's
yeah.
I mean, all grain is definitely a game changer, but it's very expensive. You need like a lot of equipment. You need you basically, if you're in an apartment you're kind of, because you need like a house with a backyard where you can have like a propane burner to do it
Yeah.
outside. And actually, it was that place I lived in Albany. If you go back to the early days of Chad's Beer Reviews, I just have tons of videos of me home brewing. They're all I still have them saved in my hard drive somewhere, but they're not
Yeah.
on the channel anymore. But yeah, I really miss those days. I was a good home brewer, but I even had like a kegerator at one point, and I don't know. I don't know how you are, but to me, if I drink the same thing over or eat the same thing, I just get sick of it like so quick. You know, having
I'm the
like
same. I'm the same.
5 gallons of my own beer, like after 2 or 3 days, I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna give the rest of this away.
Force it on everybody else.
Yeah. And that's a good thing about being in a homebrew club is that's basically it's kind of like a swap like that because everybody,
Yeah.
all the other brewers are the same way. So like they'll, you know, a 5 gallon batch, you usually get about the equivalent of like 2 cases of like 12-ounce bottles. So like 40-ounce or 24. What's 24 times 2? 48.
48.
48 12-ounce bottles, more or less, depending on the beer. So and people would like, they'd say they probably drink like 12 to 20 bottles themselves and then just give the rest away and trade with other homebrewers.
So I'm fed up with my own stuff. Just
Yeah.
take it off me.
Yeah. It's I don't know, like I've always been that way. Like I hardly ever keep like a 6-pack, certainly not a 12-pack of one beer in the fridge at any time, except like you have Aldi there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like sometimes I'll go to Aldi and get beer. They have a pretty decent German Pilsner there. It's called 𝗲𝒛 or something.
Well,
I don't know if you can get it.
I think I've got actually got a bottle of something here. I think this is Lidl, which is a sister, isn't it? Sister store. The Patronus, 𝗲𝒛 ice beer. That's a bit of a go-to beer. Sometimes Aldi in the UK, they tend to do. It's only round about the Oktoberfest time in the UK when they start to really put the really good beer in. Like the proper Paulaner, Spartan, Oktoberfest beers appear. And the same for Lidl. But Lidl's slightly different in the UK because if you go to Lidl, they do specials every week. And sometimes you do get Belgian beer in Lidl on the special stuff like Cuvée de Troll and the stuff, which is you don't really get stuff like that in your normal supermarket. So, yeah, the beer is limited in Aldi, to be honest, in the UK. It's never really excited me, to be honest, apart from October.
Yeah. That's how it is here too. Although, like they do have a couple good, like those German Pilsners that they have.
The Kronbacher, no, not Kronbacher. Oh, what's the name of it?
Oh yeah, they do have one.
Weinbacher, is it?
Yeah, and they have one called Imperium, which is like their Stella Artois rip off. It always cracks me up. It always cracks me up. The labels are like clearly knockoffs of like popular brands, but it's
they must push it to the limit. They must have a really good lawyer to know how far they can take these labels. They've got to. They've got to.
They have
really have.
They have a Samuel Adams Boston Lager knockoff they call Patriot Ale. There's a New Belgium flat tire knockoff called Boot Tread.
Boot Tread.
They have? And they have a couple like private label ones. Like they have one called Chocolate Lava Cake, which I've had. It's actually pretty good. It's like 8%. It does taste like chocolate lava cake. They have a chocolate peanut butter stout. They had I don't know if you saw, it was like a month or two ago. I did this Aldi. It's just called barrel aged stout. It's 11% ABV. Like it doesn't have like a name. It's just like barrel aged stout, and it was not very good. Like it was drinkable, but it was like It's like
what barrels did they use?
that's what I wanted to know. I was like, what distillery did they like?
Was it petrol barrels or something?
What's that? Kessler. You ever heard of Kessler? It's like a cheap whiskey. You can get like a 750 ml bottle for like $10. I wonder if it
we
was
haven't got that here. We haven't got that one here.
I wonder if they use Kessler barrels. I don't know, but
I don't
know. It was okay. Like it was, you definitely, and it's funny because like it's 11% ABV and it comes in a full 16 ounce or 500 ml can, a big one, you know. And like I only need like maybe like this much, you know. I wish a lot of breweries would use these. This is a 7.5 ounce. I think it's 222 milliliter can.
Yeah.
This is perfect for a really strong, like 10% and up beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're really.
You're right there, because I did a beer yesterday, which was a barley wine, and that was in a 225 ml bottle, which was 12%. So, yeah,
it's been tiny. It was yeah. I mean, I love those super strong barley wines, the super strong imperial stouts.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, I do.
Especially, yeah. I don't know how it is there, but like a lot of American breweries pretty much stopped making barley wines. The only one you can get is like Sierra Nevada Bigfoot anymore. Like even local breweries stop making them because everybody just wants imperial stouts now.
Yeah, I think well the barley one I had is an old one. It's been going for years, and I just bought. I don't know actually brewing it. I'll see if I can get hold of it. Oh. It was this one. This was Thomas Hardy's ale.
Mm-hmm.
If you can pick that up.
Oh yeah, I just saw you posted that.
Yeah, it's 11.5%. Apparently, I read up on Wikipedia and stuff about this, and you can keep this for 25 years. Apparently, I mean,
theoretically, you could keep beer forever because it's not going to go bad like milk. It's just.
I mean, the best before's in 10 years' time.
Yeah,
it's unbelievable, and that's in a 250 ml bottle. That so.
Yeah. Did it say the packaging year? What year was it bottled?
Oh, I don't know. Got even glasses.
That bottle is like basically the same size of this can.
Yeah, and this was first brewed in 1968.
A little bit bigger.
And it was brewed again in 2025.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know the brewery.
Thomas Hardy, I think.
Thomas Hardy.
Yeah.
No. Thomas Hardy, the English poet who died many years ago, apparently. But he's all right. It's nice.
I know that one is. I've heard of that one. I think we used to be able to get that when I lived in Albany.
Yeah.
Because I got the BJCP style guidelines right here.
Oh, right.
I'm pretty sure like they use that for English barley wine as one of the commercial examples. Yeah, it says Burton Bridge, Thomas Sykes Old Ale, Coniston No. 9, Fuller's Golden Pride, Hogsback A/T, J.W. Lee's Vintage Harvest Ale. I've had that one. Robinson's Old Tom.
Old Tom, beautiful beer.
I've had those J.W. Lee's are awesome. I haven't had one in years.
You
just can't get them here.
Favorite beer from them was the Manchester Star Ale, which was really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
Really good. I can't remember. It's strong beer. I remember that. Can't remember how many years ago I did that.
What's nice about England is, I mean, your country's like the size of like New York State or Florida, like the actual state. And it's like if you live like right in the center, like you could probably drive to anywhere in the country and drive back in the same day.
Yeah.
Or you could take the train because I know you guys have trains everywhere.
Yeah. I I wouldn't trust the trains in England, to be honest. They're terrible. Sometimes, though, when you drive, the motorways are terrible as well.
Have you visited a lot of breweries?
Well, I've visited the ones nearest to me, and the Black Sheep, Theakston, I visit quite often. There's some small microbreweries near me as well. Durham Brewery, which is a fantastic brewery. Yeah, I'll do now and again. I dabble. I go there, and not as often that I should. I should go more. But it's just getting the time to go to them. But when I went to Tadcaster back in over a year ago, when you go to Tadcaster, it's a proper brewing town because you got the John Smith Brewery owned by a Heineken in the centre of the town, which is very, very imposing. It imposes over the rest of the town. It's like something out of Willy Wonka when you look at the brewery. It's like a very Victorian-looking brewery, but it's massive. And I've got Molson Coors Brewery in Tadcaster as well, plus Samuel Smith's, which is the smallest brewery, ironically, out of the lot of them. But I do try to go to the small breweries, the breweries which are starting up around my area. I'll try to champion them on this channel. I've always done that.
Yeah, that seems to be the difference between English and American cultures. I remember when Simon first came out, he was like one of the only UK beer tubers at the time. And like 90 to like 95% of all the beers he reviewed, like I never heard of it. And I was like, man, how can there be this many breweries? It's like, it must be like a brewery on like every corner over there. I think Germany's like that too.
I wish there was. I mean, the supermarkets who stock the beer over here tend to stick to the same breweries. I mean, you do have the odd beer shop, not in every town, which is you really are left to really go to the breweries and just to source out breweries through mail order and here, on the grapevine, really, in the UK. But there is some great breweries over here, and long may they continue.
Have you ever been to Paul's brewery, like Paul's Beer Reviews? I know he works at a brewery.
I don't know what brewery he works at, to be honest.
You have to watch or listen to my podcast with him. That was almost a year ago.
Okay, yeah. I will do, because I do watch Paul now and again. I knew you worked in the industry. I didn't know where though.
Yeah,
he lives a little bit further from me. He lives near. I think he lives near towards London as well.
Okay. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, he was a little bit more south central.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know if you watch Peter, the Master of Hoppets in Denmark.
Yeah, he's been going for years, hasn't he?
Yeah, he started like shortly after I did, and like now he's a professional brewer. I actually met him once when he was flying from Denmark to Arizona, I think it was. We met in New York City at JFK Airport. We did a beer review in the parking garage in my car.
Wow,
that was a fun episode. If you go on my channel, you do a search for it's like a Swedish metal band, Amon Amarth. You ever heard of them?
I've heard of them.
They did a porter, an imperial porter with 3 Floyds. I think it was called Ragnarok or something. Yeah. We reviewed that in my car. We had to use like plastic cups because I wasn't going to put glass in the car.
Do you get many banned beers over in the US? Or?
Not anymore. I remember like 10 years ago, Dogfish Head was doing collabs with bands like all the time. Like the only one that's like really like there's a Grateful Dead juicy pale ale that Dogfish Head does. It's like, I don't know, it's 5-6% ABV. It's you can get that anywhere now. It's funny. Dogfish Head, they're kind of like the well, I was gonna say they're kind of like the American Brewdog, but not quite. Like they've always been, kind of they didn't really play by the rules as far as styles and things like that. And they always made like good beer.
Yeah,
And like they were very underground at the time. And now they're like they merged with Sam Adams, and you can get Dogfish Head in pretty much any supermarket now. But it's like all their basic beers. Like they stopped making like the boutique novelty beers. I miss those huge 750 ml bottles that were like 12% ABV, like Fort.
yeah,
It was like actually I think that was like 18% or something. It was like super strong. I mean, it might be like $20, $30 a bottle, but like I don't think they make stuff like that anymore. If they do, it's probably like you can only get it at the brewery in Delaware.
yeah.
Yeah, I miss those. I miss bombers. I don't know if you guys have those, but those were huge here when I first started out. It was those 22-ounce bottles. It's 22 ounce, about I think it was 650
They have
milliliter.
like a handle on them, or
Some of
not?
them. Oh, you're thinking of a growler?
Yeah, I'm getting muddled up.
Yeah, like a little jug with the
Yeah, yeah,
yeah. A lot of beer stores still do those. Even like gas stations and
yeah,
supermarkets have the like they'll fill up your growler,
yeah.
which I never understood the appeal of that. It's like you're getting draft beer to take home, but you have like the clock is ticking. You got like 24 hours to drink that before it goes flat, you know? But
No, we
yeah,
never had that in the UK.
the bombers were great because you would get like a like Stone and Southern Tier, like they put like their imperial stouts, imperial
Yeah,
IPAs, be like 10, 11, 12% ABV beers in these bomber bottles for like less than $10. I mean, it was meant to be shared between 2 or 3 people, but they stopped doing. Now everything is like pretty much every beer is 16-ounce cans these days. It's hard to get like even it's funny if I see a beer in a 12-ounce can, it seems like such a relic to me. Or I'm like, why is it such a? I feel like it's like this small. Like they're cheaping me out of beer. I'm like, hey, only 12 ounces. I want the full pint, you know?
exactly, exactly.
Yeah. You got the good collection of cans there. That's
Yeah,
that's that's one thing I do love about the cans though, is they can go crazy with the labels.
I love the
And
labels.
there's I'm sure there's must have been beers that you bought just for the label. Like you probably didn't even care about
Yeah,
the beer inside.
I did. A lot of it is because you buy with your eyes a lot. Um, but there's stuff there which this is one of my favourite American beers. This beer blew me away when I had it. I'm going to show you. This is my favourite US beer, and this is this one here. And you can see that.
Cosmic Glow.
That is from
Oh, Hot Butcher.
yeah,
Yeah, they have pretty cool labels.
yeah. That was really good beer. Absolutely loved it. What I find with American beers is the mouthfeel. Some of them are absolutely whoa. You don't get
Yeah.
that in the UK.
I don't know. I'm kind of over hazies because they're like 90% the same. You know, like they all essentially look, smell, and taste more or less the same. I mean, like they change the hops up a little bit, but
Yeah,
nobody's like made a hazy that's like been super innovative in a long time.
yeah.
You know, I haven't like if I am gonna drink a hazy, I prefer like the big super strong ones, like 9% and stronger.
Oh, of course.
You know, I feel like they get like the full. It kind of like takes advantage of that texture and the super thick mouthfeel better than like a 5 or 6% hazy.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm trying to get
Definitely.
into to ciders more now too. Like last year, I was trying to do a cider Saturday every week, but I think I did about every other week last year. I'm kind of drawing down Chad's beer reviews. I'm only I used to post like every day, and now I'm only posting like 2 or 3 times a week because like I'm not really getting the views that I once got. So I'm like, why am I gonna bust my balls
Yeah,
churning out these videos if nobody's gonna watch? And also,
yeah. I'm the same,
beer,
really.
yeah, beer's
I'm the
getting
same.
expensive.
I'm at the stage now where I do 2 or 3. Well, I do every other day, really. Now, to be honest.
Hmm. Yeah, it's like I can't afford to be going to like a 6-pack. Like you can like you go to Total Wine, you can just buy 1 can, and it might be like Actually, let me show you here. Just want to show you my channel. I'm sure you've seen it. But it's just to make a point here. All right, so here's my channel, like this Krill Bill.
Yeah.
I bought that because of the label. Like it's, you know, Quentin Tarantino Kill Bill, like parody, but and you know, it's 8% ABV, double dry hopped hazy. You know, it was good beer. Nothing wrong with it at all. I liked it, but it was like $8 for one can. And it's like I just can't afford to be buying like these super expensive beers anymore. Like this Dragon's Milk, this is the one I was telling you about, like the kind of supermarket.
Yeah.
Like that was only $5. Like that's totally reasonable. And like here's some the Sober Carpenter. These are like non-alcs. This Great Pines IPA, that was something I got at Aldi, like a 6-pack for like $8 maybe. So like I'm kind of moving back to like the supermarket type beers because these boutique craft beers are just like getting out of control as far as the prices. And
Yeah.
a lot of them are like only okay. Like this Christmas, I did a lot of Christmas beer. Christmas beers are like probably one of my favorite styles. And the last few ones that I've had have only been like okay. You know, like I'm going to pay $5, $6, $7, $8 for one bottle or one can. I want it to be like really, really good. And it's like they're like about as good as like if I had bought it at Aldi. So I'm like, why am I gonna spend so much money? You know, I'm not spending $8 on one bottle or one can if it's only okay. If I'm gonna spend $8, it better like blow my mind. Like, oh my god, this beer is awesome.
Exactly,
you know?
Exactly. It's the same here. It's the same here. We've got a beer what comes out every year called Putty from a brewer called 𝗕𝒂𝒂𝒅'𝒛.
Oh yeah, I've heard that.
It comes out every year, and they make a big song and dance about it. You know, they put the social media, the adverts out on it. You know, some bottle shops are selling it for £11 a can. £11 a can.
Do you get a full pint at least?
The full pint, I think they're selling for £15.
Wow. Is it? How strong is it?
8% double IPA. That's all it is.
Okay.
And you can get you usually get an 8% double IPA in the supermarkets because.
I found that. I just want to remember that Aldi barrel aged beer I was telling you about. Here it is. Aldi barrel aged stout. I said a Pauper's Bourbon County.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. A lot of my videos they don't get a lot of views when I first post them, but they get views like over time. It's like I posted this 2 months ago. Like this up to 183 views. Like that's a lot for me. But it's like back in the early days of the show, I used to get like 183 views in the first 24 hours.
I've never had that.
Yeah, like that's like Darwin is now. Like he usually gets 200-300 views in the first day or two.
Wow.
See this 𝒕𝒂𝒅'𝒛 right here. This is another Aldi beer. It's an actual German brewed. Like this was their it's like a Dunkel lager. That one's really good, and it's only 4.9 ABV. It was like $5 or $6 for a 4-pack, and these are full 500 ml cans. You know, and they also do a Pilsner, which is really good. And I was trying to see what else. I don't know. Can you guys get Boulevard there?
I've had a Boulevard beer, Tank 5. I'm sure it's called that.
Oh, Tank 7? The Saison?
Tank 7, that's it. Saison, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boulevard has a huge bourbon barrel program. And yeah, like that's like if I'm gonna get a bourbon barrel aged Imperial Stout or whatever, I would probably go with them because you're gonna be able to get like the same quality as a Goose Island or KBS. But sorry, I'm trying to.
It's all right.
Do this. All right, I also have to stop sharing the screen. No, how did I do this? Sorry, I'm not. I need a producer, you know.
Yeah, you might get your views if you have a producer.
You know. Well, maybe this is a good place to end because we've been going about an hour.
Yeah. It's been a pleasure. I've really enjoyed it. It's been really, really nice.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to start doing these podcasts maybe like once a month or so.
Yeah,
There
there
we
we
go.
go. Woof.
I know. Like I can't see anything anymore, so I have to like zoom in on the
Yeah.
screen and like it moves all the graphics around where you can't see
All right.
anything. Yeah, are you like that too? Like where you because like these glasses are supposed to be progressive, but whenever I'm looking at my phone, I usually take the glasses off so I can
I'm
see it.
exactly like
Yeah.
that. Exactly like it.
Mhm.
I just put them up there, so I know they're there.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll put links to so like your beer channel is that like your only social media or do you do Instagram or
No, it's me
anything?
only. It's really me only social media, my beer channel. Yeah, it's always been like that for me.
I recommend getting on Untap just to,
I'll
you
tell
know,
you what. I'll have a look at it tonight. After this, I'll have a look at it. I should do
yeah.
something with it.
Because I've been using Untapped since 2010,
Yeah.
and I'll tell you how many. Let's see. Why is it when you're trying to show somebody something, that's when your phone or computer lags? So I'm at, I don't know if it's gonna pick up on camera. There we go.
Oh, I can see it. I'll get my glasses on.
7,898 check-ins, 4,679 unique beers.
The thing is, if I go on Untapped, I've reviewed over nearly 3,500 beers here, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to put them all on, aren't I?
Nah, I would just start with whatever you start with. Don't go back. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So everybody check out John's channel and we'll see you in the next episode.
Yeah. Thank you for
So,
having me. It's been a
yep.
pleasure.
All right. All I got is Pepsi. So cheers.
Cheers. Enjoy it.